Baseball should have a new campaign. Shohei Ohtani, better than Babe. Oh, he is, right? You know that, right? He plays for the Angels. I live in L.A. County, which is north of Orange County, and I've never seen an Angel hat here. So it's the second most popular baseball team, probably the seventh most popular sports franchise in the area of which I live. So he doesn't get a lot of acclaim and a lot of publicity. He's unbelievable. He is simultaneously an ace and the home run king. He's the only player ever to have 20-plus home runs and over 80 strikeouts in a season. Babe Ruth has always been a lot of mythology. I'm sorry, old heads, it's true. Did you know this about Babe Ruth? Most people don't. He started in Boston with the Red Sox as a pitcher. He was very dominant. Babe Ruth was a dominant pitcher. But in those years with the Red Sox, he had 49 home runs in 6 years. 8 a year. He was a pitching story, not a hitting story. Then he goes to New York, and Babe Ruth actually didn't pitch. You didn't know that. No, he only started 2 games ever as a Yankee. First year in New York, he pitched 4 innings. The next year, he pitched 9 innings, and Babe was done pitching in New York. So in Boston, he was a pitching star with power, but not that much power. Then he goes to New York, he's just a hitter, which is, by the way, a great hitter. Shohei Ohtani is doing it simultaneously against global talent, against the world's best baseball players, in a sport now that's all about specialists. People don't understand this. First of all, Babe Ruth was 6'2" and a little overweight, and he looked like a giant. Shohei Ohtani is 6'4". On the 40-man Angels roster, I looked up this morning, he's the 5th tallest guy in his own team. Babe looked like he was a foot taller than the entire sport. Babe never faced an elite closer. He never had to face a cutter, global talent, specialist, or 4 times a night. Shohei Ohtani will often face 4 different pitchers, all throwing gas, 95 plus. Have you watched baseball? Dudes are cranking now. When I was a kid in the 70s, forget Babe Ruth's era, in the 70s, the dominant baseball team was the Cincinnati Reds. They had one guy that threw in the 90s, Don Gullett. He was a high school football star in Kentucky. He went on to be a great pitcher for the Reds, a left-hander, number 35. Remember him well, my favorite team, my favorite pitcher. Gullett threw 95. Only pitcher on the Reds that threw in the 90s. They had Fred Norman, Jack Billingsley, Clay Carroll. They had off-speed guys. That's the way baseball was. Baseball now is all guys throwing absolute gas. Ohtani faces all of them and rolls his eyes and rolls a ball about 490 feet. He's an unbelievable talent, but he plays for the Angels, and I'll be honest, in Los Angeles, and they're just down the road. I used to live 40 minutes from the stadium. You never see an Angels hat. You never see an Angels hat in L.A. County. It's Dodger cap, it's Rams, it's Lakers, it's USC, it's UCLA. So, and the idea, the specialist thing's amazing. Babe didn't face middle relievers and setup men, and everything now in life is specialists. Shohei Ohtani will face a guy that's job is just to set up a closer. He comes in the 7th and pitches to 2 batters. That's his job. Babe Ruth faced plumbers and sandwich makers and drywall fitters, if they had drywall back then. That's what he faced. Mechanics. It was your second job. You were exhausted coming to the park. Shohei Ohtani faces the world's best talent. Their job is to often pitch to 2 batters in the 7th inning to set up your closer. And he is destroying the sport, global talent at the same time. Better than Babe. And it's not close. This kid is a remarkable all-time talent. Baseball needs to do a better job marketing him. And by the way, you are free to use my campaign. It will offend some of the old heads. Get off my lawn. Who cares? They're not going anywhere. If you wanna get people excited about this kid, watch him tonight. It's just, there's nothing like him in my life. Nothing like him. An unbelievable talent.